Hi, Paul Sackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Aris Pavlidis. Hi, Aris. How are you?
Doing great, Paul. How are you?
Okay, good. The Senior Vice President of Development, Easter Seals of New York. We love Easter Seals. You guys are doing such great things, spreading your mission of help, hope, and answers. So tell us about Easter Seals New York.
You know, Easter Seals nationally started over 90 years ago, and a dad who lost a child had a need and wanted those services to be available for other children. And Easter Seals New York has been operating for a number of years with 24 programs across the state, helping children and adults with special needs, disabilities, and seniors, and veterans programs also. And it is the number one charity in the United States that provides direct services for children with autism.
Wow. Okay. And how do you do that?
Well, you know, a lot of organizations do a lot of great things, but Easter Seals prides itself on providing direct services. In fact, 90 cents of every dollar received goes directly to those services. So we keep our administration down, and we have programs like our seniors program in New York City and our veterans reintegration program, diagnostic and treatment center up in Rochester, and schools in the Bronx and Valhalla, and soon in South Huntington, Long Island, and up in Albany we have a camp. So we provide needs that people have, and Easter Seals has done a great job of really giving that extra because of the great staff we have, along with a volunteer-driven board that exists in each region where we provide services.
Give me a little background. A lot of our community is the 50-plus community of do-gooders and so on. So how are you helping the seniors? What's kind of the services, and is that all over New York area?
We've been finding that a lot of people that are in the 55 and older category, which I wouldn't even consider a senior anymore, but have to be retooled sometimes. Sometimes job positions have changed over time, and the government has found the Easter Seals to be a great organization to provide training and services and provide jobs. So literally hundreds of seniors each year are trained and provided with the opportunity to be placed back in positions to be creative and productive. And as people live longer and as bills continue to come in, Easter Seals provides a venue where people can still take care of themselves and feel the accomplishment of getting a paycheck.
And so where would a senior go to get involved?
42 Broadway in New York is our office, and we have a great staff of people there that do intakes and match people up or provide training. And we are doing that now for several years, and the government's renewed our grants for that. And we just had an outreach program. In fact, I'm calling you from that office where we had our volunteer board provide turkeys and a full Thanksgiving dinner for over 51 participants that came in that needed some help. In fact, John Shepard from Daybreak Staffing and the Katzman family up in the Bronx Terminal Market and several others really contributed the food that made it possible. Wow.
Annual food drive. Was that this event that we're talking about right now?
We did it for Thanksgiving. We'll be doing it for the December holidays also. Port Jervis is one of the poorest communities in the state of New York, and we started out there with a school, but we found a lot of times the children wouldn't be getting to school because their parents had no food for themselves or their kids or clothing. So not only do we provide a great safe haven for kids, but in addition to that, we have a growing outreach program up there. And when other organizations have left Port Jervis, Easter Seals has stayed and is providing basically soup to nuts for everybody up there. And on yougivegoods.com, we have a food drive, and you can go to yougivegoods.com and put in Easter Seals, and you feel free to contribute whatever kind of food you like through that.
Wow. Well, I've done some shows with this Walmart Foundation, and I see that you and they have something going on with the vets. Is that right?
Yes, Walmart Foundation has been very gracious in giving us over $50,000 this year for our Vets to Jobs program up in Syracuse, New York. And across the state this past year, Easter Seals has taken in over 462 veterans and provided over 162 jobs this past year for veterans in need. And, returning 9/11 veterans, the government really hasn't been able to adequately provide them with training, jobs, or even homes. And they've sought out organizations like Easter Seals and provided grant money. So we have a homeless female program, veterans reintegration program, a vets to jobs program. And when you go to the VA, as you would in certain parts of New York, they're going to send you to Easter Seals if you're looking for a position. So we're real proud of that.
Wow, that's magnificent. Iris, tell us how you got involved with this organization.
It's funny. I've always owned my own business. I have a successful marketing company and have for many years. And I was invited by one of my mentors to attend a bowling event to support Easter Seals. I met a gentleman with 2 prosthetic legs and 2 hook hands who had a law degree and quite honestly had the position I have now on the national scope. And I met him and I realized that most of us have disabilities. They're just not so obvious. And to see somebody like that accomplish what he accomplished, and then going to a dance that night and seeing children in wheelchairs with cerebral palsy, with autism, with other disabilities, dancing and laughing and having fun, and you realize what an impact you could have with an organization that doesn't spend the money necessarily on executive salaries or staff salaries, but puts that money into the services they provide those children. So that made me a believer over 25 years ago, and for the last 18 years, 17 of the last 18 years, I've been a volunteer chairman of the City, State, and Long Island Board, and this past year they convinced me to take a position as a senior staff.
Wow, you're a good man, a great man. Let me ask you 2 last questions, and so I'll send people over to easterseals.com to your website.
It'd be eastersealsny.org.
Oh, okay, all righty. And what's good news for you?
Good news for me is realizing how many giving people there are, not just during this holiday season, but realizing that there are people with big hearts that understand the needs of others. And my mentor, Bill Britt, said to me many years ago, your measurement of success is how many people are better off because you lived. And, one organization that I'm involved with, Easter Seals, has given people the opportunity for success because they impact lives and change them in a big way. And I appreciate you having a positive radio program to tell the positive stories about people that do things for others. So continued success, Paul.
Thank you. Last question, only because we're very involved with World Peace
Sure.
and doing our outreach in that regard. What is peace for you?
Peace, peace of mind. I believe you don't have financial freedom. You don't have personal freedom unless you have financial freedom. And here we are in the greatest country of the world where there is opportunity for anybody who seeks it. And I guess the peace of knowing that I believe in a loving God, and I believe in my ability to go out and help others, and whatever you give comes back multiplied. So I have great peace and solace in knowing that fact, and having a loving 16-year-old daughter who is a great kid.
Oh, boy, fantastic. Harris, you're a great man. Thanks so much for sharing good news with us.
Thank you, Paul.
Take care. Bye-bye.